Why am I repeating this crew neck from last week's Self-Care Sundays? Well, the answer to those questions and more will be revealed in just a moment because I'm Linda. This is Linda's World. This is Self-Care Sundays, and it starts right now. A couple of weeks ago, as vacation was starting to wane and summer was starting to slip by me, I was getting a little nervous about the fact that summer vacation was over. And then this perfect storm happened. 4 specific pieces of media conspired to get me to make this video. What do I mean by that? I consume a lot of media. I play new music, I play old music. I watch new TV, I watch old TV. I watch movies, I watch YouTube videos. I watch Netflix, I watch old series like I Love Lucy, new series like Orange is the New Black. I consume a lot of media, okay? 4 specific pieces of media came to me at the same time. I'm gonna tell you what they are, and you'll understand where we're going with this. First one was a repeat of Grace and Frankie. I had seen the series Grace and Frankie a million times, but I was rewatching it while I was eating my meal, and Grace, played by Jane Fonda, said to Lily Tomlin's Frankie in response to, "Is this okay with you?" She said, "I've learned to live with a very flexible definition of okay." Number 2, I sat at 2 in the morning in my darkened living room and listened to Miley Cyrus's Midnight Sky for the first time and heard her say, "I was born to run, I don't belong to anyone." Number 3, I've been watching every night at 8 o'clock the old sitcom Alice, and I internalized the theme song. She said, "Kicking myself for nothing was my favorite sport. I had to get up and start enjoying because life's too short." And finally, I discovered the vlog channel of one Miss Alexandra Cooper and the podcast that she runs called Call Her Daddy. That was it. I knew that I had to make this video for you guys, and I knew that I had to find the perfect spot to do it, and I knew that I had to adorn myself appropriately because today we're talking about being your authentic self. In this video, we're going to go over the 3 main signs that you are not being your authentic self, and then steps you can take to actually, be it. So, before we do, I would like to say that if you're just finding this video by chance on the internet and you are not yet a member of Linda's World, or if you're just a casual viewer and you haven't yet made that commitment to hit subscribe, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell while you're there subscribing. That way you don't miss out on new content. You get a notification on your phone or device right away. Authentic self. I have been hiding from something from you guys. I'm gonna be totally honest. I have been a bit of not a liar. I've been a bit of an omitter, okay? Lying by omission is lying, and I am coming clean right here before you, okay? I've been putting it on. I have been living my inauthentic life. I have been sitting here every single Sunday night for a year now and giving you advice about how to be the best you that you can be. I've been sitting here and telling you to say the hell with gaslighting and to kick people out of your life that don't treat you right and to remember that you're not a fraud, you're somebody, and all of these life lessons that I keep telling you. But I'm not living them. I am not living them. Every time I come on this video here, every time I put my cracked iPhone 7 Plus in my face on my broken ring light with the duct tape and talk to you about self-care, I'm being a fraud. So how are we going to fix this? Well, I'm going to tell you how, okay? Now, I have not been taking my own advice at all. I am going to start taking my own advice from now on because we're going to work on this together. So first and foremost, I want to let you guys know what I found out about signs that you're not living your authentic life. Now, to be clear, to live your authentic life, that's a pretty new, saying. You know, people don't really, people didn't talk like that 50 years ago. I think people were just too busy going to work and going home and just maintaining, and they didn't stop to think about whether or not they were being fulfilled. That's like a 21st century thing. But here we are, it's 2020. We're well into the 21st century, and this is a thing, and it seems to be getting a lot of people down. It's getting me down. So that's why, now that I've revealed myself to you and I've told you of this secret and seeing the water stain on my crew neck, I'm going to tell you what we're doing here, okay? Now, the first sign that you may be not living your authentic self, not being truly you, is that you find yourself forcing things. Okay, forcing your relationship, forcing yourself to perform at your job, forcing yourself with your friends, whatever it is that you're up to in your day and your night, you're forcing it. You don't want to, you just do it. You're going through the motions. You're not waking up. I mean, listen, nobody wakes up every morning at 6 o'clock and says, oh boy, I get to sit in a cubicle all day. Like, that doesn't happen. Okay, but I mean to say that every single step you take is painful because you just don't want to. You look at the person that you're with and you don't want to be with them. You look at the house you live in and you don't want to live in it. You walk around the city that you live in and you don't want to be from there or living there. You go to your job and you'd rather get a root canal with no anesthesia than be there for another day. Okay? That's when you know you're forcing things. And we all have to do it from time to time. I'm not saying that everyone loves every single thing they're involved in. That's not real life. I'm saying that every day of your life is like a lie. You are forcing yourself to be you, whoever that is. And you're not being actual you. You're forcing the issue. I've been guilty of that for 43 years now. So let's talk about number two. Number two, you constantly feel that you're unfulfilled. Okay? Now, I'm not talking about keeping up with the Joneses and like, he got an iPhone 11, so I got to get an iPhone 11. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about things happen, you get like, you know, good news or accomplishments or something like that, and it just doesn't move you, you know? Like, people are admiring something that you bought that's nice and you just don't care. Your boss tells you, good job, Susan, and you just don't care. And you are constantly walking around with a space in here or wherever you find your space. Me, I'm a gut person. And you know that something's missing. And you may or may not know what it is, but you know damn well that it's missing. You are not fulfilled. You are missing a quotient, okay? And finally, the third, you start to accept the unacceptable. Okay, remember earlier in the video when I said that Grace Hansen said, I've learned to live with a very flexible definition of okay. That is what I'm talking about, okay? So now that we know that we may or may not be living our authentic lives, and now that you know that I have not been living my authentic life, we're going to have a little explaining to do. I'm going to tell you what the hell I'm wearing this outfit for, and I'm going to tell you why you need to do like what I'm doing here and put on this outfit. Your version of the outfit, okay? So it starts like this. So I have decided that this is the official crew neck of Self-Care Sundays. Why? If you look closely, and I'm so happy to own this item, by the way. I waited a long time for this. It says the light is coming. From the Ariana Grande song, the light is coming to give back everything the darkness stole. And I'm not going to go into it again. I have spent much time on this channel telling you how I feel about the beauty of the simplicity of that profound statement about the darkness being wiped away by light. That's Self-Care Sundays, okay? So I'm going to wear this for all Sunday time. This crew neck is the official uniform of Self-Care Sundays because I'm going to be on camera to show you that the light is coming. Why am I wearing a beanie in September? Look what it says. I'd rather be with my dog. I ordered this about a year ago. It's from the company I'd Rather Be With My Dog, and they have like apparel and merchandise, and when you buy something from them, they're like an Instagram company, and when you buy something from them, they send money to shelters for like animals. So I did that, and for $5 extra, you get the little bandana that matches, and Chloe can wear it, my little dog, and it says I'd rather be with my human. How cute is that? You get like a magnet if you want, whatever. But I'm wearing it today because that's my authentic self. No matter what I do, and I do a lot of stuff. I go outside a lot, okay? I go to work. I've been to like social functions. I've not in a long time, and even before, you know, the pandemic, I was really not going out much. I go shopping, and I go all kinds of places, okay? Nothing that I do, no party. If I was brought to a party in the Hamptons filled with celebrities, I still would only want to be at home with my dog. So because we're being our authentic selves now, because I'm officially standing here telling you this is Linda and this is who I am, and you do what I do and you be your authentic self, I'm wearing the beanie. Because this pretty much expresses it. This is who I am. You don't get realer than this. I am authenticating like mad. This is how I feel about my day. This is how I feel about the future. Here's the little dog I'm talking about. And yes, I'm a middle-aged woman. I'm starting to collect plants. Okay, so this is me. This is Linda. This is what you get. This is Linda's world. Now, I call Linda's world for two reasons. Reason number one, I believe that much like in Scarface when he had that saying, the world is yours, I believe that you have to begin by thinking the world is yours.
I say be happy with what you got.
You be happy. Me, I want what's coming to me.
Or what's coming to you?
The world, Chico. And everything in it.
It's Bob's world, it's Jim's world, it's Mary's world, it's Elizabeth's world. If you're going to succeed in it. And, to boot, this is my little world that I created for myself to escape the real world, and I'm inviting you inside. That's why we're calling this Linda's world. Now, I'm a good 10 minutes into this video. I think, no, more like 11. And you may be saying, Linda, this is a little all over the place. What is Self-Care Sundays about? How do you expect me to live my authentic self? Aren't I being my authentic self? Maybe, maybe not. You do you. I've said that a lot. I used to say that a lot in the early days of this channel. And you do you is a philosophy that I think really, well, bears more repeating. You know, life is short, okay? Remember I told you about the theme song to Alice? I had to get up and start enjoying because life's too short. Life is like, I mean, yesterday I was 11, okay? Like, you know, life is short. And when you find, take it from me, I'm middle-aged, when you find that you've squandered a good 20 years of your life on something that you don't believe in, right? Like, that's not cool. You will be unhappy. So wouldn't it be better to admit that that isn't floating your boat, that you do not want to engage in this activity or this lifestyle or this job or whatever, and get out while you can and do whatever it is that you want. Now, I know that some people are going to look at me and they're going to say, Linda, it's easy for you to say. You're a Karen. You're sitting here with your white privilege. And you're right. And you're a classic basic bitch wearing like ironic merchandise in like a house with like French shit in it. Yes, but do you know how long and how hard and how many hours I have worked to buy the items that I'm wearing and the items you see around me in my house? This is a lot. This is like 12-hour day sacrifices over the course of the last 30 years. I earned my authentic lifestyle, okay? And I'm saying to you, you can do that too. It doesn't get more sincere than this. This is your Self-Care Sundays. This is me saying,
I just wanted you to know that this is me trying.
that the ultimate in self-care is recognizing who yourself is. What do you like to do? Who are you? What are your tastes? What are your interests? What are your beliefs? What do you think happens when we die? Who are you voting for? What's your favorite movie? You know, you, the person you are. I am an Ariana Grande fan, a dog lover, a person who takes her decorating seriously, a person who never shuts off the television, a person who prefers Pepsi over coffee even though she loves Starbucks. Who are you? When you find out what that self is, then take care of it. That's self-care. First figuring out who the self is, then honing it and preserving it, caring for it, self-care, so that it doesn't go away. I didn't do that. I didn't do that for a long time. And I'm not saying that there's a little bit of shit I have to eat, like, because I do, because I am an adult and I have to like go to work and like pay my bills and like I have adulting to do. But that doesn't mean that I can't be authentic Linda. I'm gonna do it my way, like this and like this. You find yours, and when you find yourself, your authentic self, you don't accept substitutes. You care for the person you are. And if someone doesn't like who you are, well, I guess you need to go ahead and find another someone. And from now on, I'm taking the advice that I give you guys because it's pretty freaking good. And in the end, it's going to save all our lives. Before I go, I would like to say that Linda's World has become a podcast. So in the description of this video, I'm going to put the links of where you can find Linda's World, the podcast, and you can hear this and more because we're kind of moving. Self-Care Sundays is going to sort of morph over to the podcast at a certain point, and the channel is going to be a little bit more upbeat because here's the thing. One of the things you may not know about me, my authentic self, is that I'm actually, or I used to be, a lot of fun. I'm going to be fun again. And I'm going to record it for you. And it's going to be authentic. It's going to be Linda's World. And we'll just take it from there.